Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Husson with Palm Beach Real Estate Investors Association, in addition to Real Estate Grand Central. And I'm here today with Jeff Green. We're looking at a house that we just contracted on in good old Palm Beach, West Palm Beach area. It's a bread and butter neighborhood. This is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath with some great potential, obviously, and we're going to be talking about that in a quick minute. I'm going to have Jeff give you a tour. By the way, this is our tour bus here, the excursion that Mr. Green drives around in to let people know that he's in the business. I don't know if you can grasp it here, but he's got the sign on the side of his truck that says "We buy houses," and of course that's, well, what's that? What's what we do. So anyway, we're going to take a couple of quick minutes here, and we're going to walk through. Jeff, this is going to walk us through.
Hi,
Jeff,
Mike,
I'll
how
ask
are
you
you?
some questions. I'm doing great.
Awesome.
So right now, you guys, we bought this house through the MLS, obviously, and we're going to walk through the house just real quick to give a quick scan, and we'll come back at another video later to give you some more details. But we're coming into the main house here, and this is the living room. And
This is a 1,500 square foot property. We sold some stuff in this neighborhood, had great success, around 100. This one here, we're in the 40s, needs about 20 in work. This is going to be a normal $20,000 payday when we're done. We're looking at average time about 60 days at the most. Sometimes we can get them done in 45, but we say about 60 just to make sure.
that's just for the rehab. That's not for the resell.
Well, it depends. Some of
Or you
these
can
we've got
resell
locked
it.
up under contract to resell retail because they can see the quality of our work. And we'll show them some other houses we've got done. You know, the last one that we sold on Troy Boulevard, they said, well, as long as you make this property as nice as the other one you did. And we got into contract 2 weeks after we purchased the property. We owned it 65 days and walked away with over $25,000. Yes, you have to have some money for rehab. You can wholesale if you want, but that's a hard job. You got to get the deals and get them cheap. I'll buy anything that you find because I do rehab. When you rehab your end user, you're not just trying to find a bargain and hope somebody else buys it from you. That's not the easiest thing in the world. It can be done. Good luck to everybody that's giving it a try, because most of the time wholesalers are people with no money. They lock these things up, and that's their niche. Us being retailers and rehabbers, we've kind of got the advantage. We can pay slightly higher over the wholesalers. We've known these properties over and over. We've done 30 rehabs in this area in my lifetime, just in this particular little farm neighborhood. So we love
So
it.
basically, this is your farm. You know the ins and outs of the square footage, the layouts of most of the houses near, because they're all pretty much built the same.
Right, you have to know, you have to have your presence in the neighborhood. As a matter of fact, at 4 o'clock today, in a few minutes, we have to go visit an elderly couple that own a home. We renovated the one next door, and by word of mouth, they know what we do, so they're calling us to go look at it. We're going to give them about what the bank would, because there's, properties in here. And that's the way I look at it. If the bank's selling something down the street, why would I buy somebody else's house instead of a bank-owned property? That's kind of the edge there. I give them the comps of the bank-owned. And now, with older people that have a house paid for, I can get terms. I can get owner financing, I can give them 8% interest, keep it for 30 years with no balloon, make payments to them. If they put in a CD, they're going to get like 0.75%.
Maybe you'll be able to assign it, because with REO contracts these days, you can't put an assignment on there unless it's.
Well, unless it's in a land trust. Of
Land
course, but
trust,
that's a
but
whole nother
that's a
seminar
different
we'll do another
subject,
day.
yeah, right.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But that is a great
Technically
way.
speaking, you can't, because they're allowing the contract to say,
Mhm.
from
Correct.
your name to the bank's name, it's not assignable. But in an owner to owner, by owner type of
And
deal.
there are other ways. Look at Real Estate Grand Central, 561-288-1900. And I'm also the president of Real Estate. Oops, messed that one up. All right, we're done.
No, you didn't mess that up. You see,
Are you going to edit?
nah, we'll edit. We'll figure it out. But that's the Jeff meant to say. See,
President
Jeff is thinking about making money.
Yes, yes.
And he's not worried about the branding of his name, which is all good.
Yes.
So it's www.palmbeachreia.com. That's
Mhm.
Palm Beach Real Estate Investors Association. But
Yes.
yeah, let's continue walking through, Jeff. Show
Okay.
us this is the bathroom here.
Mhm.
Obviously, this is a most luscious place that we don't want to be in, but we need to change the tile in the bathtub and pretty much.
I would change the bathtub too, because it's so easy. You always change the mixer valve. There's no reason not to change the mixer valve. It's in the wall. That usually leaks after a few years, so you might as well just change it and go with a brand new surround. Because the idea is you want the first person that walks in here to put this under contract so you don't have any holding time. And the interesting part is we've been able to sell these things above retail in this neighborhood and make our own comps. Because when there's not comps, a lot of people shy away. They won't even go into these neighborhoods. But if you make your own comps by simply working it hard, working with the appraisal, show them the list of repairs, let them know everything that you've done, there is a big difference between a bank-owned property and a completely fully FHA financeable renovated property.
Now let me ask you a question. I was talking to a great rehabber the other day, and we were talking about this process when you come into a house. Is there a tub or a shower and especially in a one bathroom
Yes.
type house? A lot of rehabbers I talk to, well, go on the cheap,
Right.
and we can get just put a shower in. Let's call it a day. We get more room in the bathroom. What do you think about that?
Young families that are starting out have babies. Babies are in bathtubs. There's no sense in putting a shower. You have to have a bathtub. Women like taking baths in bathtubs. They put their babies in the bathtubs. You have to have a brand new, clean, sanitary bathtub. If you have a second bath, you can get away with putting a shower.
Right.
But I don't do showers a lot because I just don't believe in showers. I believe in bathtubs because that's really, when you look at a bathroom, that's what you see, a bathtub. Now you can get some fancy showers, you can do all kinds of stuff, bigger, nicer, all this other stuff, but I mean, realistically, when you think of a bathroom.
You gotta put your child in the bathtub.
There you go, you gotta clean them.
That's right.
From ear to ear.
So we got the fireplace is gonna be cranking tonight. We're down here in South Florida, and the temperature just dropped down to a cool 93 degrees, and and it's so hot outside. The paint is peeling off walls, as you can see here, and the chimney in and of itself is a real live chimney. A lot of the homes in this neighborhood, in particular, have fireplaces.
Every single one does.
Every single one of them.
In our farm neighborhood, this area was built between 1952 and 1955. This was all built by the Army Corps of Engineers. It was called Morrison Field. It was part of the Army base, which is now known as West Palm Beach Airport. So it's good to know your stuff in the neighborhood. These are cookie cutter neighborhoods. They're all concrete block. Everything in here was either 2-1 or 3-1, and then they've been added onto. So a lot of people call up and say, hey, I want a second bath, which is a good sales point. But unfortunately, if it's a 3-1, it is a 3-1 unless we can sneak a bath in there, which we do professionally because people can tell. They come in and look at it. They know if it's right or wrong. Doesn't matter their education level. Either they like it or they don't.
So we're in the kitchen now, and Jeff is going to cook me up a nice meal tonight of bologna and some American cheese on white bread with mustard.
Might not be tonight, but
yeah, but it could be one night. Hopefully, we do have a nice side-by-side refrigerator, and looking at the cabinets here. Question is, do we keep or do we get rid of them?
I want to go new. I go new with just about everything, and the reason is, once again, it doesn't cost that much more money. You start buying used appliances and they don't work, you have to throw them away.
Right.
That's just all there is to it.
You're better off spending a little bit more on the up and making it happen and go from there. All right, so this is the kitchen. We'll go back into here real quick, and
this is a room that was added on, and the floor
got about 3 more minutes to give you guys some blowdown.
Yeah, the floor level's the same height on the floor. It's got a little drop ceiling, which we can work on. That's not an issue. And we're going to leave this as square footage because it's already here. The height of the floor was raised and the top is raised. Now there is something I'll point out in this other room addition. Let's go look at that. It's over to the side. I'm not going to call it a bedroom because it's actually not legal, but it's passable because it is square footage in Palm Beach County. Now if you take a peek over here and notice that the floor is level with the outside, that is an issue because the water runs right in. Now the remedy to that is we can put a little French drain out there and have the water drain down before it ever comes inside. And then put some gutters up so you can fix anything you want and do it correctly. We can't really raise the ceiling here because as you see the ceiling is not that tall. So there's not really a whole lot that can be done from that manner. Now when you go over here in this direction, it's got a huge closet. So this side we wouldn't demo, we leave it alone, it's just we would not call it a bedroom. And back here we've already got the pipe in the floor, if you want to point the camera towards the floor there. We've already got the pipe for a toilet, so we could actually put the toilet over there and make this a bathroom because once again it's a 3-1 with 1,500 square feet. It could easily be a 3-2 and it would be marketable and sellable more as a 3-2 and it would fly off the shelf because if you get the right house at the right price, it's going to fly off the shelf.
So if you want more information about this house here or any other properties that you want, give us a call at 954-288-1900. That's 954-288-1900.
561-288-1900.
Well, that's what I meant is 561-288-1900.
Yes. Or just find us on our website at palmbeachreia.com, which stands for Palm Beach Real Estate Investors Association.com, or realestategrandcentral.com.
Yeah, give us a call, and we got some more deals for you. Again, that's 561-288-1900. So you can take that 954 number out and put it somewhere
And this
else.
is what we do every single day. We walk these houses, we find bargains, we find deals, we pass them on to other investors, then we rehab, and then we give back closing costs to the potential FHA buyers. Because you can buy something, you can renovate it, you can put it out there on the market. If you're not gonna offer some terms and help them out with closing costs, FHA buyers, that's kind of our mainstay right this minute. But if you're not gonna give back closing costs to people and you're not gonna be flexible on your price, you're never gonna sell nothing unless you've really got something great.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about out of time right now on our video length here because we don't want to keep you tied up too much, but give us a call about this property if you're interested. We'll give it a great wholesale price, and give us a call. And Jeff, say thanks.
Thank you, Mike Cousin.
You're very welcome. Have a great day,
Have a wonderful day.
everybody.